Bryan Freedman is finally fed up. For Bryan Freedman to speak up, a man whom we haven't heard from since June, if you will, to say anything about what's going on with this misinformation and misrepresentation of this headline about the appeals, you must know they're tired over there on the Wayfair side, hearing about everything but the truth when it comes to this headline. Mimi on the other side, let me explain, but I'm just glad it's coming from the horse's mouth so people can leave us alone. F around and find out. Hello there, beautiful people, and welcome back to another episode of F Around and Find Out. I'm your host, Elsie, regular Elsie, not loopy, of the sauce Elsie. And I appreciate you for being here. I also want to thank you guys for being patient with me on my last video. Some of you enjoyed it, and there were a couple of stragglers who were like, we didn't like the loopiness, and go with the flow. Okay. We cannot be out here doom and gloom every day. I'm glad I could make some of you laugh. And I'm glad a lot of you are also letting me know you've had this issue before, you've had this injection, and, telling me how you're able to cope with it and everything. I really appreciate it. We're going to jump into the Bryan Freedman of it all. And then I have a little bit of a PSA to give you guys later down the road, because I do not want, people out here spreading bad information about me or trying to lie on me. I'm going to catch you up on that later. Stick around for that. But for now, let's get into Bryan Freedman finally speaking up. And I must say, I'm happy to hear from him, because it didn't seem like anything we were saying out here was working, the people covering this case. So you guys know, for the last couple of days, we've been fighting the disinformation and misinformation of the entire Justin Baldoni and the Wayfair parties forgot to file an appeal, or they missed the deadline. TMZ especially did their big one by misrepresenting that entire thing, and then other reputable sources followed suit. I think Us Weekly was the only one who accurately reported on it, maybe CNN, but I don't go to them for my news because I actually know where to go. But today, it seems like Bryan Freedman, well, you're seeing this tomorrow. So yesterday, Bryan Freedman seemed to have had he had his last straw that broke the camel's back. He came out and he gave this statement to the Daily Mail. Exclusive, buckle up, Blake. Justin Baldoni reveals it ends with us. Court battle is far from over, which we already knew. I don't know that this information is even for us. It's really for TMZ to report properly. But somehow, would you know, they have not touched this at all. And this has been out for hours. It's been reported by the Daily Mail for a day. It appeared to be all over, but the Daily Mail can exclusively reveal that the legal hatchet between Blake Lively and erstwhile co-star and director Justin Baldoni is far from buried. I feel like they also have to put in there, not only was he a co-star, a director, and he also owned the movie. Like, this was his baby, quite literally. While Lively 38 celebrated what looked like a win by dressing up as an old lady for Halloween celebrations with her husband, Ryan Reynolds, that's funny, Baldoni's team have hit back at reports that claim his $400 million lawsuit, it ends with us lawsuit against Blake Lively, was busted flush due to missed deadlines. We already knew this is not true. But Baldoni's attorney, Bryan Freedman, told the Daily Mail that is wide of the mark and insisted no deadlines had been missed. Again, we already knew that. I feel like I'm belaboring this point to you guys because this is not information you needed to hear for the 100th time. This is really for the people who don't know to get it, except the sources who are supposed to get it to them will never report on it. So I can only hope me and everybody else covering this case will do a good job of covering it enough that it reaches the people who it needs to reach. The veteran lawyer, who also revealed that the reason he didn't file an amended complaint, which led to Judge Louis Lyman entering a final judgment on Monday, was to preserve Baldoni's rights to appeal. In a statement released exclusively to the Daily Mail, Freedman said the truth regarding this case continuously and completely gets distorted in the media. Facts. Even something as simple as a procedural update has resulted in a total mischaracterization. I agree. But I wonder if these publications have lawyers, and it's like, before they put this out, are the lawyers saying this is actually not how it works? Because the lawyers should know, right, what procedural updates and stuff look like. So why are they allowing them to put these stories out? He went on, at this point, we have to set the record straight. They had to. No deadlines were missed. Our clients chose not to amend their complaint to preserve appeal rights. In the meantime, we are focusing on Ms. Lively's claims. We remain fully committed to pursuing the truth through every legal and factual avenue available and look forward to our day in court, which I feel like he said this months ago. The long-running legal drama was sparked by Lively's decision to file a $250 million harassment complaint. Where did they get this number from? Against the It Ends With Us director last December, claiming he had behaved inappropriately towards her on set. Where did they get $250 million from? That's not accurate. I've literally never heard of that number. Am I tripping, or we've never heard of this number before? What? Hold, please. I need to do some research because I feel like I'm being bamboozled. I've never heard of this number. Blake Lively is not suing Justin Baldoni. I'm so sorry, but where did the Daily Mail get this number from? Because I just looked it up. How much is Blake Lively suing Justin Baldoni for? And a quick AI overview. Let me show you guys so we can read together. Blake Lively is not suing Justin Baldoni for a specific dollar amount. I thought I already knew that. Rather, she's seeking millions in legal fees after a judge dismissed exactly the defamation suit. Exactly. That's what I thought. The 400 was for Blake. The 250 initial number was for the New York Times from Justin. I don't know where the Daily Mail got that number from. I feel like they got carried away there. That's bizarre. See, misinformation again. With that came a New York Times expose that saw Baldoni, 41, accused of sexually harassing Lively and claimed that the dad of two. Why is him being a dad of two have anything to do with anything? You're finding a way to involve his kids in the story where they don't need to be inserted. You don't talk about Ryan and Blake and saying the mother of four or whatever. You say the actress or the Deadpool whatever wife, but you never bring up their kids. So why would you insert? I don't like that. In the words of our friend Claire Ayub, that's icky, 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 icky. Dad of two had orchestrated a media smear campaign against his leading lady. The following month, Baldoni hit back with a $400 million lawsuit of his own that accused Lively and the Gray Lady of defamation. I get you guys need a word count, but get to the point. With Reynolds also added to the file. According to Baldoni, Lively attempted to hijack his film and memorably compared herself to Game of Thrones character Khaleesi. That would never ever go away. Boasting that Reynolds and former pal Taylor Swift are her dragons. She did say that. Baldoni and his team of attorneys, agents, and public relations professionals used digital tricks to conceal critical evidence in the legal proceeding, Lively's legal team alleged. The filing went on. Defendants have hid the ball at every turn in the discovery process, either failing to produce documents or improperly cloaking them. You know what? You had Jen Abel's phone. You should have had everything you wanted and more. And even with that, you don't have enough. That should tell you everything you need to know. Lively demanded it ends with us producer Jamie Heath hand over more footage of his naked wife. That is accurate. Giving birth to their child in a bizarre twist to her sexual harassment lawsuit. Literally. Very bizarre. The Daily Mail can exclusively reveal. It's not an exclusive though, but okay. The Gossip Girl star 38 filed a motion on October 30th accusing Heath of failing to comply with an August 27 court order requiring him to produce the full, now infamous video of his wife Natasha's home birth by September 2nd. Blake accused Heath of showing her and an assistant his wife's fully nude home birth, not true, birthing video, which she described as corn. In her redacted motion filed with the Southern District of New York, Lively says Heath, who worked alongside the film's director and co-star, Justin Baldoni, had only provided a 3-minute clip, which she has consistently disputed is the same inappropriate video he showed her on the set of the movie. Again, you literally only saw like a still. You saw 1 second. So whether he gives you 3 minutes, 1, 2, 10, whatever, it means nothing because there's actually more than what you claim you saw. She claims Heath's lawyers insisted for weeks that they were not aware of any other video and they have refused to provide any further video on the sole basis that, in their view, the order compelling production should be read exceedingly narrow and does not require Mr. Heath to produce it. If I'm going to bring you to court for doing whatever to me, I'm not counting on you to provide me with evidence, right? Before I gather myself and I gather my thoughts and I go sit in front of an attorney. No, before I even call an attorney to say, hey, this is the case I want to bring, I'm not counting on opposing side to provide me with evidence. I would need to have my ducks in a row, my chickens in a row, my kebabs on a skewer. Everything needs to be ready to go. There's no way I'm bringing a claim of the sort, making claims this big, this defamatory, and I'm hoping and crossing my fingers all the evidence I need is going to come from the other side. And if the other side doesn't have it, then I'm left with what? Bupkis? Doesn't make much sense to me. And I don't know why her lawyers went along with it. I don't know why they're still going along with it. Well, I do know. They're on their way to building generational wealth. These lawyers' kids are going to go to college on a full ride from the Blake Lively Ryan Reynolds Foundation because every time they come on a docket and say some bullshit on a couple of pages of paper, money, they get paid every paper, every page, every word. Their billables are through the roof, and it's kind courtesy of Blake Lively. Lively's lawyers also claimed that Baldoni and his team worked in concert to try to destroy Lively's reputation with the use of multiple digital sources, Signal, which included the app Signal, voice memos, and other software. Lawyers for the Los Angeles-born actress said in a court filing all parties have denied allegations against them, of course. Look, we already knew most of this stuff. And to me, like I just said, if you're going to bring a case like this, you cannot depend on the other person to just drop evidence in your lap. You should have had your ducks in a row. Whatever you're claiming he did to you, whatever you're claiming he has, you should have had it. Before you bring it up, before you mention it, you need to have it in your hand. It's like, what does the saying go? Before I ask you a question, I already know the answer. And also, if you don't know the answer to the question, don't ask it. I feel like maybe I came up with that in my head, but I feel like that's a thing lawyers say. Before you ask a person a question, you should already know what the answer is going to be. You cannot be surprised by it, right? So to me, it's ridiculous. There's this video of Blake that I found that I wanted to show you guys. My friend Bachi was actually talking about it on live. We have seen pieces and bits from this video in the past, but it was interesting. She's not specifically, she uses a word in this video, which is long con, the term long con. You know, when you're conning somebody or somebody's a con artist, but they do the long con as like even marrying, having kids with somebody, but they have an end goal, right? They have an ulterior motive. And she makes that comment here in reference to her and Ryan Reynolds being in the box office at the same time and her wedding and everything. And while I know she's talking about her husband, it's just interesting the way she puts that. And if you think about what's going on now, she definitely did the long con, right? Hoping to get the rights or whatever it was to the movie. It was supposed to be a long con and it just didn't work out the way she expected it to. Let's take a listen.
Did this video with my co-star Brandon recently. I don't know if you saw that.
No.
They interviewed Brandon, who plays Atlas.
So you guys know the video she's talking about where they all wore the same sweater. I presented it to you guys months back, right? Where Ryan Reynolds interviews Brendan Sklenar about his butt looking like pumpkins and you play my wife's love interest, blah, blah, blah. Listen to Blake sit in this interview and pretend as though she had no idea Ryan was going to be there and he just like crashed. Just listen. And it's like, how fake? Because we've seen the behind the scenes. He was there. You literally woke up from the same bed and went there and orchestrated this whole thing. Probably was his idea. So for her to sit in this junket and act like it was some like fun, loving, funny, ha-ha thing, girl, please.
You have to see. Just look it up. It's amazing. It's on my Instagram. My husband crashed the junket and interviewed my love interest, which went really well. That was lovely. It's great. It's 5 minutes. It's incredible. But yeah, it's like what a surreal time.
I mean, it's lovely, and of course you appear in that film as well. So I love seeing.
Yeah. So either way, I'll win the weekend no matter what. Be in both of them.
That's a fair point.
Chess.
And by the way, this is her trying to convince herself and everybody in the room and on the internet that she was in Deadpool. But again, I've also told you that months ago, she was actually not in Deadpool. That was a body double. She just voiced Ladypool. But she's sitting here talking about how I'm going to be in both movies. So either way I win, that's not you in that Ladypool costume. We already talked about this, Blake. Get with the program.
It's chess, guys.
And you win.
Long game, long con.
So back to the film, music plays such an incredible.
So right there, I'm going to pause it. She makes a joke and say, it's chess, is the long con, is a long game. And it just makes you think about everything she did during the movie, right? And makes you think about everything that's going on now. And I believe her. She definitely was playing the long game. It was the long con. And let's just say the results did not result in what she wanted it to be. But it is interesting for to hear some of the words she uses and how she chooses to use them. When you align them with what's going on now, you're like, at every minute, at every turn, when you listen to this girl, she tells you exactly what's going on. Today's images from the orphanage or the schools or whatever I worked with in the past, we have these pictures, and I actually took these specifically to show a timestamp because I had read a comment, which, honest, between me and you guys, I deleted the comment because I don't have energy for it. Somebody had left a comment and was like, oh my God, this is a scam. It's a money grab. Like you're I feel like we had this conversation and this person wasn't here for it. I don't know if it was a bot. And I looked, the person had never left a comment on my page before. Like this was their first time, but I still deleted it. I'm telling you guys, because again, I didn't want that in my section at all. I don't have time for it. I'm not dealing with it. I said from the very beginning when I was doing this, I put this information out. I made this GoFundMe specifically for people who had indicated to me they wanted to help. People who believed in me, people who believed in what I was doing and wanted to help. I'm not asking anybody to do what they want to do. I'm not begging anybody to donate what they want to donate or what they don't want to donate or what they can afford to. the fact that I have to explain myself, it hurts me a little bit, but at the same time, I understand why. But also, maybe I'm too, what is the word? Naive. But to me, like, who has time to fake this? Like, who is faking this? So today I was like, instead of showing you guys the picture saved, I'm gonna actually take screenshots from my computer. And if you look at the top, this picture is from, for example, 2018 January, and it tells you the location specifically. And the fact that I'm doing this, I'm like, girl, you don't have to, but like I kind of do. So you can see right there, it says Kumasi Asqua, which is in Ghana, where I'm from, right? A region in Ghana. Those kids are not just random kids that I found on the street and took a picture with. They live at that orphanage. They are from, I don't know how to explain it. I went there to hang out with them. This is what I do. Like, this is what I literally do my pastime when I'm in Ghana. I wake up in the morning. For example, every day for me in Ghana looks like this. I probably will hang out throughout the night. We have a bar in front of our house. I'll hang out there, go upstairs, go to bed like 11, 12, 1. Wake up in the morning like 8, 9. I sleep in, eat breakfast, take a shower, go hang out at the orphanage, bring books, pens, activities, toys, food, make lunch, hang out at the orphanage, come home like 4 p.m., have the night to myself, do it again. Sometimes take the kids to the pool, take them to the beach, take them to the lake. That's what I do. I'm not faking the funk. Like, I'm not doing this for funsies. So if I'm asking people for help, I'm stumbling now. I'm asking people who actually want to help me achieve my dreams and my goals. It would be malpractice of me to have this platform, to have this access to 25,000 people who subscribe here, 30,000 people who follow me on Instagram, 50,000 on TikTok. I mean, it's the same audience kind of flushed around, but still, it would be malpractice for me not to ask for help when I know what I can do. So if you don't want to donate, I'm not asking you to. I'm not begging you to. This information is for the people who want it. So I will not entertain a comment about how you don't believe me or you think it's a scam. I don't care. I truly don't care. I'm not ashamed. I will come on here and beg for the people who are willing to give. And I'm going to achieve my goals, and I'm going to make these kids' dream come true, and I'm going to make them have a good day. And you're not going to stop me. So next time some rando leaves a random comment, I'm deleting it. I'm not ashamed. I will delete it. But this is just to make sure the point gets across. If you're somebody who maybe I'm not gonna come here. I'm not gonna come on here and explain myself again. It's what it is. I hope that is clear, and I hope I'm not coming off like a crazy person. But like to me, it's ridiculous to think that like I would have nefarious reasons doing this. So please, this is what I've been doing with my whole life. I'm not new to this at all. I'm true to this. So for example, this picture is from the same place, multiple kids, same day, as you can see, because I have on the same outfit. But I've showed you pictures where I was younger. I literally look different. For example, so here you can see I'm wearing a different outfit. The fact that I'm literally pointing out outfits is ridiculous to me. But like you can see, I'm wearing like a black shirt in there. This picture, completely different outfit. That's me in the back in a pink dress on another day. I think I took another one where you can see the timestamp. That's January 19th. That is 2 days later. I went back again to hang out. That's just what I do. It's I only had like a week when I was in Ghana because I had to come back to go to college. So I was only in Ghana for like a week that I could hang out with them. I do this guy, like, I don't want to belabor the point, but I'm not faking the funk. If you think I am, I apologize, but like, you're not my target audience at all. Like, I'm not doing this for you. I'm not doing this for your entertainment, for your satisfaction. It's for me. So I hope that gets across. And also, I've actually found a picture to show you guys. Yesterday, remember I had told you about the Tiffany's bracelet that Larry got me. So you can see that's Tiffany & Co. And it's from May 17th, 2013, because I graduated high school in 2013. And right there in my gown, you can see my left wrist. The bracelet is actually on my wrist. So I figured I would show you guys that. But really, I don't have time for the misinformation in my comment section. I don't have time for the not trusting me, or I don't care. You're not my target audience. If you don't believe me, or if you think bad things about me, I'm so very sorry you feel that way, but that's just not who I am. I'm going to continue to ask for people to donate who want to and can. And I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed. I will beg for money for these kids if I can, and I will change their lives any way that I can. But it just kind of is a little bit hurtful, actually, that somebody would think I would do this nefariously, because I thought we had an understanding by now. So again, unless this person is just new here or they just trying to be a bad person, I don't know their intentions, but I'm not a bad person. I have no bad intentions. I have no bad thoughts. So I hope this got across to my actual audience who actually love me and support me. And I hope if you saw that comment or something, it doesn't deter you, because it had been on for like 8 hours by the time I saw it. But please, if you haven't had a chance to donate, again, you still have till the end of the month, no rush. What I did want to tell you guys, I wish I had said that earlier. Because we've had enough donations come in, like I said, our goal initially is 15K, but we've had enough come in now. I didn't know I would have this much by now. So what I'm going to do, rather than waiting for December to get everything done, starting next week, I'm having a contractor go look at the bridge and everything, the area, see how much time is going to take, what materials they're going to need. And I'm actually going to have them start on the project so that it is ready indeed by Christmas. So the kids kind of have that as a gift, rather than me saying, hey, for Christmas, you're going to get this. Then it comes like in January or February. So next week, I'm going to have an update for you guys. Maybe they would even start working on it. And also, I'm going to buy the pump. I'm sending my grandma to go get the pump, 2 pumps for the well. So the kids in that community will have water. I'm going to have some pictures for you guys. But just a quick update to let you guys know what's already happening, what's in motion. And I really appreciate every single one of you who do believe in me, who does trust me, and who does have share the vision that I have and the love that I have to help my community and these kids. I can't thank you enough. I really can't thank you enough. I appreciate it. You can scan the QR code to donate, or the link is going to be in my bio on all my platforms, Instagram, here, TikTok, everywhere. So I appreciate you guys. I'm going to let you go because I'm actually going to try to sleep through the night, which is why. Time check. You're going to be proud. It is only 12:49, right? Just a little bit past midnight. I'm going to try to get a good night's sleep today. I will update you guys tomorrow how that goes, but I appreciate you all for hanging out with me. I appreciate everybody for checking in with me, giving me tips on how to help with my back and everything. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your time. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll try to get back to you. And I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye. Maybe we'll meet at a bar. You drive a fancy car. Maybe no need to deny.